Hello and welcome to be with me, Winter Andrew, to another video of Weekly Andrew, in which this week, one anime I got to talk about is The New Gate, which is another anime from Yokohama Animation Studio or whatever, which also is making Whisper Me a Love Song this season, which I talked about last week. And yeah, I think that studio is putting more of their efforts into this anime, considering things with Whisper Me a Love Song currency, especially after the absolute train wreck the animation was in episode 8, and the fact that it's now gotten a 2-week delay. But yeah, but that isn't really to say they have actually put any effort into this anime either, so yeah, animation really not good in this. And also, there's the fact that they're apparently skipping quite a bit of the story as well, and kind of speed running it, I guess. Though it's definitely not the worst anime of the season when it comes to that whole aspect of speed running through content, basically. Considering that still goes to unnamed memory without question. But onto the anime itself, I guess. It's okay at best, I think. To be honest, with a story basically speed running SAO in the first minute until it basically became an isekai where it became at least somewhat of a unique story, with Shin basically being isekai'd or trapped in the game or whatever, which is 700 years later from where the game actually took place. Kind of like what happened in the world of Liddell, I guess. But overall, the anime is honestly just a generic isekai, basically. It probably would be better if a different studio made it. But yeah, it's just basically a generic isekai, nothing more than that, to be honest. So, moving on to the next thing I got to talk about, I guess, which is more Azur Lane. Yeah, finally got Alsace on there, after getting burn meta a second time in the gacha, who has a 0.5% chance of being able to get her, because she doesn't have a rate up like Alsace does at 1.2. Statistically, I should be able to get 2 Alsaces and 1 burn, but in the beginning flipped around when it comes to those rates. Kind of weird, but yeah. Event-wise, from what I can tell, considering of all the events that have happened since I stopped playing, I think only 2 of them basically gotten reruns since then. Which, honestly, I don't think is a very good sign for me. Trying to actually get the 130 or 140 ships that are still locked behind those events. Because I did go through and count all those ships that are currently still locked behind all those events. I can't get until those events get reruns. But from what I can tell, at least when it comes to the newer events, very least I'm going to be having to wait till at least 2 years before those get reruns. Which is a shame considering, yeah. I think the best destroyer in the game currently is Laffy 2, which that event happened at the end of 2023. So yeah, I'm going to have to wait a long time until I can get her. But yeah, at the very least with the older events that happened at least shortly after I quit, they should be getting reruns soon. Should. Considering it's basically been 4 years and basically barely events from what I can tell I've actually got the reruns. Yeah. But Operation Saturn, at the very least, I finished chapter 4 after the month began. After the beginning of the month. So that didn't actually get reset on me, which is nice. So I got more time to kind of do things on there. I was kind of thinking that the reset was kind of lined up with the events, and it wasn't actually just a monthly reset. But yeah, overall, I basically gotten everything cleaned up when it comes to all the other missions and stuff scattered around the map. Dealt with all the abysmal zones that have popped up and everything. I only got 1 stronghold left to deal with currently. So, gotten a lot of that stuff dealt with, thankfully. So I should be easier for me to actually kind of start grinding on there a bit, just focusing on what I want to deal with. But yeah, the Abyssal Zones I think are the hardest thing in Operation Saturn for me, considering the fact that I only really have two strong fleets. And even then, with those two fleets, I am mostly relying on just my main fleet, because it kind of carries me through a lot of that stuff. Though there's also the strongholds, of course, which are also hard, but that's mostly just due to the final boss, and I'm to be honest, I think. But yeah, Abyssal Zones and strongholds are literally the only things that made me use the regroup and rest thing in Operation Saturn. Because I had to use darn things to get all the health back and improve morale and all that. But yeah, things are going pretty well on there. And yeah, I'm honestly not sure about other things in the game, like all the meta ships that were in the cruise missions apparently, that I have missed out on. Cause yeah, I don't think there's been any kind of precedence yet for those be put into the game in another way somewhere. Unless they start rerunning those cruise missions, possibly. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting how they go about dealing with that stuff. But yeah, I don't really have all that much else to say for Azur Lane. Next series for Age of History 2, I still haven't actually decided on at this point, but I will by tomorrow, I guess. Friday, Saturday. Considering I should be recording by then, I'll have to make a decision. But yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. I don't have anything else to talk about. Anime-wise, next week's not going to be really a problem considering Dungeon Meshi and How to Love Your Elf Bride or whatever are ending next week, so those two next week, and then, yeah, all the anime starts ending at that point, basically, for this season. So, yeah, there is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye-bye.